Now we are going to start with the next topic, that is a subtopic of Unit 4, absorption of factory overheads. Absorption of factory overheads, it tells about clear absorption with regarding to a particular production department. If you are manufacturing any products or any sub-product or a product, ultimately what are the actual overheads which is incurred, all the cost of overheads which is going to be allocated or which has already been apportioned. I hope you people know about allocated, what is the meaning of allocated and apportioned. So the allocated and the apportioned, all the items which will come under the overheads, everything will be taken into consideration with regarding to manufacturing a particular product, or it may be under production department. Now how are we going to calculate the apportionment or the cost of observing when you're manufacturing a product? That is, we have various methods. It may be direct material cost method, it may be direct labor cost method, direct labor hour method, prime cost method, unit of output method or production unit method, machine hour rate method. So among all this, machine hour rate method is one of the most important and the most basic things which is being taken into consideration when you are dealing with the overhead cost in the production department. Now how are we going to calculate, or how are we going to calculate the basic machine hour rate? What is the steps? First and the foremost, let me tell you, machine hour rate, we have two subtopics to keep in mind. One, we have the standing charges, one we have the machine expenses charges. What is standing charges? All the fixed items will come under the standing charges. It may be like rent, rates, chemical expenses, it may be like lighting expenses, it may be insurance, it may be consumable items, it may be oil, or it may be wages of the employees. So all will come under the standing charges. When I tell about machine expenses, it is also called as variable expenses, or it is also called as running expenses. When I tell with regarding to the machine expenses, it has depreciation, repair and maintenance, power, all this will come under machine expenses, fine, or the running expenses. Now what is the process? How are we going to calculate this? We have to keep in mind the basic important concepts with this. First and the foremost, each and every machine, now there may be a situation where a production department will be having one machine, or one production unit will be having one machine, or they may be having multiple machine. The rule is that you are supposed to treat all the cost overheads by taking into consideration separate machines. That is, each machine or group of machines should be treated as a separate cost. So we are not supposed to take as one unit, but you have to charge all the machines as treating into it as a separate cost. Fine. Now second one is the second step is overheads are classified as standing charges and machine expenses. Yes, I have already told you that standing expenses are the fixed expenses, machine expenses are the variable expenses. Third one, the step 3, it is standing charges are estimated for a given period. Now there may be a situations where in the question they might have given you the situation like calculate the wages, or calculate the rate, calculate the lighting. It may be they would have asked us to calculate on the yearly basis, monthly basis, weekly basis. Depending on that, you are supposed to calculate it. They would have given you per annum. Per annum it is directly given. If they would have given you on monthly basis, you have to calculate on monthly basis into 12. Then weekly basis into 52. You are supposed to calculate in that way, in that method. Next one is step 4. The machine expenses of each machine are treated separately in order to compute hourly rate. Each machine expenses for a machine is calculated either by allocation or by apportionment. So each and every machine is being calculated, or the expenses have been taken into consideration either by allocations or by apportionment. Allocation, there are some expenses which has been already allocated. They know that this expenses to manufacture a particular product, this expenses with me. Example, it may be supervisor expenses, or it may be wages expenses, which is already been calculated. Apportionment is we are going to calculate based on the departments, like under department, under unit 1 we may be having 3 units. Under unit 1 we may be having 3 machines. So we are going to we are going to make an apportionment of 3 machines. What is the expenses incurred by all the 3 machines separately. The last but not the least, that is the aggregate of the standing charges rate per hour and mission expenses rate per hour is called as simple or ordinary mission rate. So this is a basic fifth point which you have to keep in mind. Now the same concept which you are going to do it as we have already done with the previous sums, which you have already calculated the base. Keeping the base, we are supposed to calculate the we are supposed to do the apportionment. Even here we are going to take into consideration the base and calculate and do the apportionment or do the expenses allocations. Now rent and rate, floor area. So here the question is basis of apportionment, which I've already told you. Now what are the basis of apportionment, what are the kind of expenses? This is the basis of apportionment and these are the expenses where the organization is going to incur when they are dealing with any kind of products which is manufactured in the organization. Now rent and rates, it is a floor area. Insurance, capital value of machine. Lighting, number of light points used for the mission. Lubricating oil and consumable. Past experience or capital value for mission. Supervision, time spent by the supervisors on each mission. Repair and maintenance, estimated life of mission in 3 years. Power, past experience or actual consumption. Depreciation is one of the most common in all the kind of questions which is being asked under mission hour rate. So always whenever they give you any depreciation you have to calculate using the formula. So cost of a mission plus installation charges minus scrap value divided by estimated life of mission in hours. Estimated life, they would have given the cost of the mission is 1 lakh rupees, and the estimated life of the mission, they might have told you it may be 10 years, it may be 20 years, and they would have given you this mission can be run for 2200 hours, 3600 hours. But whenever you are going to calculate the estimated life of mission in hours, this is the important thing. Estimated life of mission in hours, that is, we are going to see only take into consideration the productive aspects. Unproductive aspects, you are going to delete it. Now it may be like maintenance charges, it may be the installation charges. So all this, if they would have mentioned unproductive, we are supposed to neglect it. We are supposed to take into subtraction. If they would have mentioned maintenance charge, which is already been included under production, so what are we going to do is we are going to add it. So we are going to see in the statement whether it is a productive item or it is an unproductive item. If it is an unproductive item, we are going to delete it. If it is a productive item, we are going to add and find out what is actual hours spent by this mission when during this 10 years, while taking into consideration the cost of a mission.